correct.
girl.
So somebody that we know slipped into my DMs, and I'll give 2 hints because I don't want to say his name, but he was trending last week. And he was on the show.
I know who it is.
And it was a relative. So that's all I'm going to tell you guys. So he slips into my DMs and he tells me that this is a joke about the house. First of all, the house looks great. The Gorga house looks great now. And Melissa's saying, this was my dream. No, it wasn't. Melissa, that nose of yours is growing back if you continue this. It will grow back, okay? You've got to stop the lies. Gorga called, this person who called me, I can't say the name, but you all know who it is, their architect, and hired him. And the architect came in and redid the front of the house. So, Messy, stop the fibbies because the nose is going to grow back and you're going to have to go on your 6th nose job. So stop the lies. Why can't you just admit, I made a mistake. You guys were right. Thank you for the input. I hired a fabulous architect and they fixed it. Like, just admit it. People would love you more. Don't you think, David?
Yeah.
They would love you more. Like, why do you lie about such menial things? There's other parts of the house I'm sure people loved, but you fucked up the front bad.
Horrible.
And the black chandeliers were bad. Okay.
And now it looks great. It does look
and
really
now
good.
It looks great. Say, you know what? I do a lot of things good, but I screwed up the front of the house and we hired an architect and look how great what he did. So this was not your vision. Okay. So stop.
And she hired an architect by, as you say, a family member that maybe lives in the area. So what?
Who's using the same architect, and they called him and they used him.
They just did they walk down the street and say,
I don't know, I'm sure.
The big sign is in the front, like Frank and Son Architects. And they said, well, if you're doing their house, why don't you fix ours too? Because it looks like shit.
Right. So, yeah. And the person that reached out to me, everybody, you know what it is? We're just disgusted by the ridiculous lies. That's all it is. I'm happy for her that the house looks like that. I mean, nobody wishes, but when someone lies consistently about ridiculous things, come clean. My God.
This is why the kids call her a liar. I don't call her that. That's what the kids call.
It's brutal. It's just every week the lies get more ridiculous. So that's my inside scoop.
And then they say that the kids say, well, Louis lies and Teresa. Well, one thing has nothing to do with the other. We're not talking about, we're not saying these other two don't lie. I mean, this is the topic we're mentioning now. I mean,
exactly.
If Teresa and Louis wanted to go and explode the building down the street, trust me, we would talk about them.
Of course.
24 hours a day too. We got the Malayers on the move over here.
On the move.
Speaking of the house, before we move on. So I didn't see this, but people were telling me, I guess that little midget Joey posted or Malayer did something on their Instagram where it was like, thank everyone. What an honor that our house has done, and we want to thank all the people that helped with the house. And then one of the people they owed the $17,000 to made a comment that said, yeah, you want to thank all the people. How about you pay us the fucking $17,000, scumbags? So that is apparently, so they're thanking all, the decorators and designers.
Yes.
I didn't see them thanking Fuda for the free fucking tile.
Yep.
But they just gave a general shout out. And one of the people they owe money for is like, you want to thank us? How about you pay us our $17,000?
I can't.
That's kind of funny.
Years ago, I called them grifters. Years ago, I don't remember what year it was, but I called them grifters. And I have to say, and Bonnie and Clyde. And again, listen, when Joe and Melissa talk, well, first of all, I heard Melissa's been talking up a storm about me. Kim D. Somebody just DM'd me and said, if she says your name one more time, no, don't worry about Malayer saying my name because we got something for her. David and I got a couple things. All these Malays that Malayer's talking, we are going to prove to you because I don't listen to her podcast, but you all send me and I appreciate. And she does say my name a lot, but thank you, Melissa, for talking about me. You know, I'm in playing around in your head. We got a lot of good stuff for you, Mel. Just wait. We got some good stuff.
Stuff that's already happened that, you know, you hit
Yeah.
record and it's on, you know, I don't like to say it because, you know, people don't show up.
No. But we already interviewed the main part.
Yeah. Something's already brewing here, people.
Something's brewing, guys. So don't worry, because a lot of them are wanting to stick up for me. It's okay. It's okay. I got this. Don't worry about it. We got Malaya.
And look, if someone's connected to Teresa or I mean, listen, this is equal opportunity. You got to put a real person in front of us that has to be vetted.
Yes.
Has a real, we can't just take a, you know, so listen, everyone who's team Melissa and team Marge and all that, find us someone interesting to talk to related to Louis or Teresa or somebody.
We both got some information on Louis. Well, I sent it to you.
You did. You sent me.
I DM'd you. I can't talk about it yet because it's in the works. Yeah. Well, listen, it wasn't good, so I'm not reporting that until I find out for sure it was not good. Something to do with some new venture that he's doing overseas. I don't know.
Wow. I must have missed this in your DMs.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you when we hang up. I got to go get my lashes.
Investigate that one.
Yeah.
You know, Andy Cohen has come out and said, I mean, of course he's going to say this because it creates the mystery. He's like, I could see the show moving forward without Teresa or without Melissa.
Yeah.
Or
with both of them coming back.
Or with both of them coming back. Look, you know that I'm still conflicted on this. I still say Marge is the one to go, and I know you're going to say everyone is coming back. You might be right. You really might be right.
Let's talk about the bet. So David and I and Laura, after David made me bounce all over the city and I was aggravated, but it was a beautiful place. But I like
we went to Avra.
We went to Avra, the new one. David likes everything new.
The one that Bo Dietl sat next to Melissa and Joe at.
Right. I'm not crazy about the area. Okay. I like the other one.
The other one is 10 blocks away, girl.
10 blocks away, but it's still a better area and it's a better crowd. Now, I loved it. Don't get me wrong. The food was great. I had a glass of wine. I was very happy because I was a little stressed I drove in myself. And then because I drank a glass of wine, Lorraine drove home. But it was, the traffic was unbearable. It was just unbearable. But long story short, we sat with Laura. We had a wonderful time with her. And David and Laura made a bet. Go ahead, David.
Well, I'm not sure about Melissa. I'm putting her in a different category, but I am convinced that, and a lot of people slipped into my DMs, that the one that's really going to go to me is Margaret. Maybe Melissa too, but I really